insight into what your members' no deforestation commitments look like in practice. So Darto, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Ian. The Oil Palm Smallholders Union is a grassroots organization formed by palm oil smallholders striving for the autonomous management of smallholders oil palm plantation in Indonesia. The number of our members cover approximately 58,000 small-scale farmers who have less than 6 hectares, and the majority are independent palm oil smallholders. We define smallholders as farmers who own their own land to a maximum of 6 hectares of farm holding size, live in villages, use the farm as their main income, are free to manage their land and its production, and whose farms are based primarily on their own family labor and capital. Our vision is to ensure independent oil palm smallholders to achieve welfare, to be self-sustained and sustainable in cultivation plantation yield, and also increasing and securing biodiversity around their plantation areas. With the support of many parties and donors partners, now we are implementing our priority programs such as mapping, supporting the plantation legality aspect to be in compliance with the law and regulation, smallholders capacity building through an institutional development, market linkage development, verification and certification process for responsible practices, and to develop partnership with industry players. We also play a significant role in policy, advocacy, and the setup of market standard and encouraging multi-stakeholders forum at the community plantation level. In addition to establishing and collaborating with indigenous people, traditional community, and conservation effort and biodiversity protection around our community managed plantation. For the purpose of protecting forest and conservation, we need to work together with key stakeholders such as local governments, community, of course our members, to raise their consciousness and awareness to conserve forest in and around their plantation. Since we joined the High Carbon Stock Approach at CSA, the No Deforestation Initiative Executive Committee last year, our organization currently building a new approach to support a self-declared deforestation-free program for palm oil smallholders. We have been working hard, some trial and errors in the approach in our area of operation, specifically in Setawar village on Sekadau district and 3 villages such as Sungai Jaman village, Lape village, and Embala village in Sanggau district, all in West Kalimantan. This area potentially will be designed for conservation and carbon sequestration purpose. The 530 hectares of Sekadau and Sanggau district can potentially be developed into the forest conservation district with at least more than 30,000 hectares of indicated forest conservation area. The community believes that forest is a secure of life, representation of Dayak tribes live, and that forest is a legacy. They cannot live without forest, and that is why forest should be protected. Nowadays, local government and customary committee have a strong role for forest protection by forming a protection forest group. To support this, SPKS are building a comprehensive dialogue and establishing a village level assembly to introduce the approach in the protection of forests based on the high carbon stock approach and conservation criteria, like including biological, ecological, social, and culture value. The next step is the mapping process that involves the community participatory approach mapping to identify economic, social, and ecological aspects in communities around the forest. For field checking, we use some simple gadget, GPS or FM drones to map out smallholders plantation area and forest potential area. In terms of capacity building, we also did several training programs that is applicable to community needs for increasing productivity and building smallholders institutions like cooperative. We believe that smallholders institution is important not only for productivity purpose, but also to get bargaining position, including for the fair price of our fresh fruit bunch and for reducing the dependency on selling fresh fruit bunch to middlemen. Overall, we want to integrate the approach as started in the village law that conservation must be carried out through a village level deliberation approach and then integrated into village planning, and then village regulation can be made for forest protection. This is made of free prior informed consent (FPIC) and a form of citizen democracy at the village level to protect the forest. Thank you, Ian.